The end of year is usually a season of Yuletide, and we all know that the Yuletide season is a period where most people spend more because of the nature of the period. That's from buying gifts for friends and family to organizing get-together and hangouts. In as much as most countries of the world are either still in recession or just finding their feet economically because of the COVID-19 pandemic, the fact remains that people still need to celebrate with their loved ones this season. A lot of people are ready to unwind and spend more of the money they have worked so hard for. But no one is telling you not to spend on yourself or on your loved ones. But when you're spending, it's important to spend with caution to enable you set a financial plan for the first quarter of the year 2022. So do not spend to impress and suppress people, rather spend wisely to avoid going bankrupt, because January does exist. So let's talk this through with a financial advisor, a chartered accountant and financial advisor, Tola Ayeni, who is joining me via Zoom from the United Kingdom. Thank you so much for joining us on TVC News at 1. A lot of people are really under pressure to ensure that their families enjoy the season by going shopping, the shopping spree and all that, and thereby making January looks like it's very longer. So what would be your advice to this family who want to enjoy the season to the fullest?
Thank you very much for that. Yes, we all want to enjoy the season, but we have to do that within a budget. So we have to plan ahead and we have to spend within our means and not go overboard. I guess the secret to that is not comparing yourself with other people. So do what you can afford. The children will remember the love and the care that was given to them, not so much the expensive presents. So work within the budget that you have, make it as enjoyable as possible. It's the presents that counts even more than the presents, because at the end of the day, we don't want to go in debt and be bankrupt, and then January comes around and people are now taking loans and all that, and it begins to spiral out of control. It's important to bear that in mind.
Well, this might be difficult for some people to understand, because when it comes to a situation where you have big families, let's say kids around who really want to, keep up with the Joneses, saying that people, who are neighbors are enjoying, they are making sure that the Christmas is well celebrated. How do you speak the language of the kids this time around?
So you can make it as enjoyable as possible, even on a budget. You can make homemade food. You can buy presents that are cheaper. Not saying that you don't buy presents at all, but you buy ones that are cheaper. You work within your budget because you know what you can afford. And also talking to the kids about money and how money works, and letting them understand that, oh, by the way, we can't afford so much this time around. And you see, kids are human beings, and human beings are rational people. If you let them know what is affordable, they also do not want to put their parents in a difficult situation. They will be like, okay, mommy, okay, daddy, So it's about educating them and using even that as a learning experience, because a lot of us never had anything as far as financial education or financial intelligence is concerned. How does money work? How do we make money work for us? It's not just what we spend that makes us who we are. It's how much do we save and invest. It's how much do we actually teach our children. So we can take this opportunity to teach them as well. Have homemade food, buy cheaper stuff, buy in bulk, all of these things that we all know we should be practicing, and that's what we need to do. Instead of going for designer wear, go for cheaper make. Instead of going for things from abroad, let's buy from Nigeria. And the children begin to appreciate the values that you're teaching them as time goes on.
Well, does it include not traveling not going home? So so to speak, is saying that you want to go to the village, apart from the insecurity situation around, because it entails that you enjoy the season with your family that you've been away from, long time ago, like in the course of the year. Does it include you not traveling home and trying to speak to these people, the reason why you're not there this year? Or is it that you're going to be lying about COVID-19, because we know that is in the face of it? It really affected our purses, whether we liked it or not.
So I'm not going to encourage anybody to lie. And if we can afford it, it's good to spend time with our family. Going to the village, you know, you can even get natural things to eat and all that. And the social interaction is as much as important as the celebration is. So if you can afford it, go home, spend time with your family, you know. But if you cannot afford it, spend time with your nuclear family and make it as enjoyable as possible. Take pictures, memorialize it, make it worth it, so that you can talk about it in years to come when the children are older. So I won't say don't go, and I won't say lie. You know, it depends on each person's purse. There's not one answer that fits all. So what you can afford is what you need to do, and explain to your family why you cannot come. They are family. They should understand the reasons why or why not. You know, that's what I'm going to say.
It's not a season to lie after all. You just have to keep everything simple, just like you said. So we'll say thank you to you, Chartered Accountant and Financial Advisor Tola Ayeni. Thank you so much for that piece of advice.
Thank you.